Today I'm going to show you how to remove the driver's side door from your 98 to 02 Honda Accord sedan. First things first, I rolled the window all the way down. It's just, because I'm going to be removing the door from the vehicle. And I don't want anything to happen to the glass. And next thing I'm going to do is disconnect the battery. Now the first thing I'm going to do before I start removing the whole door is disconnect the electrical wiring harness. This is all the wiring for your mirrors, your window, the door locks, all the good stuff. And that's all located inside here. Alright, so the extra step I had to do here was I had to cut the wire tie off this wiring, this electrical relay here. This was on the car before I bought it. It had an aftermarket alarm. So the harness that you're going to be after for the door harness that goes to the door this is the harness you want to disconnect. I have my finger right on it. There's a tab right there. You push the tab in and you pull the release. Okay, so this is the harness I unhooked. It plugs in right there next to the multiplex unit. And I'm going to peel the boot back right here and pull this out. But before I pull it out, there's a little thing inside here, a tie retaining the wiring harness in there. I have to go in there and cut it. So I've taken the 12mm bolt off right here. That's for the door check, so I can open the door a little bit more to gain access to this rubber boot to pull it back. So inside here, there's a little retaining tie. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's way in there. It's kind of hard to get to. It's right there. That's it right there. Right there. The camera won't focus on. Simply took this box cutting knife and I just cut that and just said hell with it. What I'm gonna do is reach up here, and this harness, as you can tell, is moving around now and should pull right out of here. I'm gonna push it back a little bit. Ta-da! There's that harness. So we got the hard part done. What I'm going to do now is just take the harness and just set it inside the door like this, just to see. Convenient. Keeps it out of the way, so that way I can remove the door without the wires getting caught on something and having to do electrical repair. Okay, so there's 4 12mm bolts that are holding the door on the hinges. There's one right here, one right here, one down here, and one down here. I'm gonna go ahead and remove those. But before I remove them, I'm gonna support the weight of the door on something. All right, my weapon of choice, a floor jack and a piece of board or wood that conveniently has something already bolted onto it, this piece of wood, which will help prevent the door from sliding forward. So what I'm going to do is now remove those bolts carefully. Here's my weapon of choice. My 12mm ratchet won't fit. Hi, can you see me? My 12mm ratchet won't fit inside there, so 12mm box wrench, cheater bar. This is going to work great. I'm just going to break them loose. If it helps, put the box wrench on the other way, because it will definitely help. See, I can now fit my cheater bar in there much easier. And righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, so lefty-loosey, counterclockwise. And look at that. It's broke loose. Do this to all the bolts. Now it would be a good idea to have someone help you with this. If you can, it'd be best. Because these doors, car doors, can be tricky and they can be heavy. one's real tight. Holy cow. Okay, there's literally one bolt left holding the door on. And so while I remove that bolt, it's probably best to have someone help you with this, like I said. And I'm going to put my arm through where the window is and just clutch it like this as I remove that bolt so the whole door doesn't come crashing down on the ground. And it'll make life a little easier, which is why I said roll the window all the way down. So, see? Makes life a little easier now, doesn't it? I'm going to hold the door while I'm pulling this last bolt out. It's coming. My hand's getting tired. Careful. How long did they make this bolt? Uh-oh, it's coming. It's coming. One whole door removed, folks. One whole door removed from the vehicle. Wiring harness and all. And the whole reason why I'm doing this, and I can sit in the car without worrying about the door, I'm going to leave this exactly right here. These hinges have gone south, so I'm going to replace them with some new hinges that I have right here. Door back on. So I'm going to pull the hinges off. There's 4 more bolts that are 12 millimeters. One right there, one right here, one down here, and one down there that have to be removed from the vehicle to get the hinges off. So here, I'll take those out and get back to you. So I had to remove this right here, which is the whole cover for down here, so I can gain access to that right there to cut it. So I could pull the wiring harness out through here that's on the door. So basically, that's how it's done. That's how you remove a car door from a 9802 Honda Accord. Installation is reverse opposite of removal. Alright, I have swapped out my door hinges. Got these off a 01 Honda Accord, but 1998 to 2001, or 2002, excuse me, should work just fine. Here's my old hinge. I got these from the salvage yard, the junkyard, for 50 bucks for both of them. I went to the auto parts store and the dealer, and they told me it was a dealer item, both of these, and I had to call the dealer, and the dealer wanted 75 bucks a piece for these two. 75 bucks for that, 75 bucks for that. That's ridiculous. You don't have to spend that much money on that. And I mean, that's why they're called stealerships, right? Am I right? So I went up to the local auto wrecker and I paid $49.38 for 2 good used hinges. So they're on there nice and tight. The bolts are tight. I had to use the whole box wrench and the pipe method to take them off and put them on, but let's put the door back on. It would probably be best to have somebody help you with this, because this can be a pain in the ass. Ah, perfect. I got lucky with ease, folks. That's why I said, remember when I said roll the window down? This just made my life a little bit easier. So I got 2 bolts holding it in. I just got that 3rd one started. Bolt right there, it's tightened down. Bolt right there, it's tightened down. The door hangs pretty good. Alright, all the bolts have been reinstalled back onto the door and back onto the vehicle. What I'm going to do is, before I get too excited, I'm going to take this harness, push it back through the hole right here, and put all the wiring in there. I'm not going to hook it up just yet. I want to make sure the door opens and closes correctly. Moment of truth. Here we go. Hot shots. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. I need to do a little bit more work on this. Where's it rubbing at? Alright, when you do get the door on correctly, it should open and close like this. Fish this harness through this hole where my finger is, right there, and I have to fish it over back to the multiplex unit and plug it in. So okay, so here's the harness fed back into the vehicle from the door right here. You're probably wondering, you're probably thinking, oh my god, Brad Peteman's a magician. No, I'm not. Excuse me. If you come take a look back here behind where your OBD2, OBD2, right here, go behind it, up here, and there's a hole, as you can see. I'll move. See my finger in that hole? Hard to show you guys. See? That's my finger. This is the hole that you want to get that harness through, and you're going to take that harness, feed it back behind here where the multiplex is, push this in, pull this through, and then plug it back in to the multiplex unit right here. So I'm going to go ahead, you know, there's not only a hole right here, but there's a space right here and another hole that you have to feed this wiring harness through. So you have to make sure, you know, what I had to do is reach my right hand in there while I fed it through gradually through here. Feel it with my fingers. Once I felt this, I grabbed onto it as best I could. Trial and error, got it through. Here it is. Now to plug it all back in. I'm gonna put the door check bolt back in place. Put all the plastic stuff back on. Screws are reinstalled. Grounds are hooked back up to my accessories that I have in the car. Screws hooked back up over here. That's hooked up. Batteries hooked back up. The next thing to do would be test out your accessories, make sure everything works. So I'm gonna, yep, that works. Now I'm gonna test the accessories on the door. The light works. Window rolls up and down. Door locks. Mirrors. Test your electronics out, make sure they all work. Let's do the passenger side mirror. Yes! Also make sure the alarm works. Security light turns on. Also make sure the speaker's working in the door. There's that one. There's that one. There you have it. That's how you remove and reinstall a driver's side door on a 1998 to 2002 Honda Accord. And I hope this video was helpful. If you liked the video, hit the like. If you hate the video, hit the dislike. Subscribe if you want. You don't have to. It's not mandatory. Thumbs up for the leopard print headliner. Oh yeah. Look at that. They did a really good job too. This was put in the car before I got. Too bad they didn't do the sunroof, moonroof cover. But there you have it.